So welcome back. I got a nice nuclear gameplay on Black Ops 3. It's quite an old gameplay right now. Probably about 3 months old. But I got uploaded one time, and I'd say now is better late than never, so that's why it's coming up. I'm gonna do a nice over-the-top commentary because I wasn't actually speaking this gameplay, and if I wasn't speaking and just uploaded it that way, it would be very boring. So what it is about this nuke, actually, it's really weird because I never actually had a nuke in 5-ish years, 4.5 to be exact, on this game. And right here I load up into the game. Mid-game already, 11 to 15, my team is getting screwed. I never had a nuke in this game, unfortunately. I never really went for one in the game. It's funny because when I actually one time I said, let me try and get a nuke, and I said, okay, let's put on the gunship, let's put on the GI unit, and let's put on the wraps, because, well, I mean, if I'm gonna get 30 kill streak, I might as well get a 17 for all of those. That kind of just shows how inexperienced I was back then. Right here, this M8 was coming in very clutch in this game because I actually eventually ran out of ammo on my VMP. Again, I don't use Scavenger in any Call of Duty anymore. Used to use it a while ago, but I've realized that it's kind of an overrated perk, especially in Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4. So I pulled that guy out. These guys aren't actually surprisingly the best players. There was probably mostly noobs in this lobby. That one dude was probably the only dude who I guess could do anything. I do believe he changed his Tier 6 to something. I'm using the VMP with, I believe, stock, quick draw, and a suppressor. Right there, I don't know how the concussion didn't actually grab me. Also the battery kinetic armor. I actually was going to use, I believe, the combat focus in this game. However, I prestiged not too long before this game because I was on that mass prestige grind again 5 years later. I did hit it eventually, just so you know. But again, I didn't actually have it unlocked, unfortunately, so I had to use the second best option, which is the kinetic armor. And I'm glad I kind of did, because in some of the cases here in this game, I definitely would have preferred the kinetic armor over the combat focus, because it allows you to, well, be more defensive. The combat focus allows you to kill more, because you're getting more UAVs, again, VSATs, haters, whatever you want to call them, blackbirds. The kinetic armor could save your life in a lot of situations. So right here I see they're not in that window, I push up, take out that dude who was just sitting there. I'm surprised that wasn't a one burst, and then this guy got one bursted. Got kinetic armor again. I'm popping it quickly because if I pop it quicker, it's going to recharge earlier. Now the spawns have flipped, but I want to secure this area because I know there's still people right where I'm pointing around there, and I don't want to get destroyed by them. So I'm just kind of edging my way around, just playing it safe. I'm by no means a pro on BO3. It's probably one of the CODs that I don't know if it's just everyone's good on there because it's so old, or I'm just garbage at it, but yeah, it's the one game where I don't feel like I could play constantly. So again, about the nuke, BO4 was the first nuke I ever did get or any sort of highest kill streak. Not even in World War II where you could get the VSAT, or even in Infinite Warfare where you could get the atomizer strike in Infected, which was even easier than that. I, well, had to get to BO4. Very nice type shot down there, and that's when I did eventually get it. It took a long time to get it in BO4, even with when you could get it with strike team members. It was still really hard for me. I don't know, I was just garbage then. I don't know what these guys are doing. They're just, again, this isn't really a good nuclear gameplay. I'd say I've had better in Black Ops 4. Definitely better plays. Actually, this was probably the best play in this game. I have like the whole team ganging up on me, and just randomly I got the kinetic armor. I'm over here reloading, this guy's spraying me down, and with that well, he didn't really put shots at me, but you know, I survived, I guess. My team actually kind of cleaned up all of these guys, surprisingly. My aim is going down. Before this I was actually trying to get these nukes done a lot, and this is actually going to be my last game on. And right there's the nuclear killer. Actually a lot quicker than I expected. I got the unstoppable medal as well. Just because why not? Might as well get it now, rather than have the Black Ops 4 situation again, where I had to get the unstoppable medal for 10 years, and unfortunately the guy, he just had to destroy my dreams. But it was fun anyway. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get much more either. I think Black Ops 3 was a very nice game, very good and fun game. However, I would just prefer Black Ops 4 a lot more. With the manual healing, the 150 health. It just feels more catered to players who use their brain and think. So right now I'll dip out and you can see my reaction to this. Farewell.
Tougher fights as a kid.
It's finally done. 5 years it took me to get this done. 5 years. Bruh, it's quite a weird situation for me, man. My first ever nuke after 5 years. And the weird part was, when I left for Black Ops 4, the highest I ever got was a Ruthless. I remember I came back on here, I got one Relentless, my first ever Relentless, and I said, it's impossible. I felt just dead when I got that Relentless. It was horrible. And then a couple of days ago, how long ago was this now? I think 3 days maybe. 3 days ago I got my first Brutal, and then I choked on a 27. And I realized this game is 5 years old, but it's still possible. And there we go. That's my nuclear today. Just a random game. I literally have to go leave it right now quickly to my science tuition, unfortunately. And it's finally done legit. No boosting in here. This was my Brutal from like 4 days ago. And where is my nuclear calling card? I want it. I think it's this one. Yes. Beautiful. I remember this guy called Funny Guy back in the day. Man was so hyped when he got his first nuke. And I just really, this was 4 years ago now probably, and I just really didn't care, but now I can kind of relate with him, definitely. And the last couple of things I would need to do in this game would be mass prestige, and I mean that's practically it. I would have probably never even imagined ever getting a nuke on this. I'd say my older self would have said words that make me tear up. My older self would have said, nukes aren't for me. They ain't made for me. And the self from the future, a new animal, a new creature who could get daily nukes, nuke streaks, double nukes, nukes whenever he likes, time travels back into this game just to fulfill that one last wish and make sure those words are disproven. I disproved those words in Black Ops 4 when I got my nuked out, Dark Matter, Mass Prestige level 1000, Easter eggs, every single Easter egg done, everything. And now that one little piece of the puzzle right here is finally done. It's funny because actually if I did a fresh start I would have been on Mass Prestige already, but damn. It's weird how I have 318 nukes and the only really big one I remember, the only rare one I cared about was the first one. Well, now I got another nuke that I care about. Anything is possible, you know? No matter when, no matter what. As long as you believe. As long as you truly wish to achieve.